So here we are on day 7 of IVA 10, and today I am reminiscing about 2019. Now, based on the success of conference in Edinburgh back in 2018, we decided to venture further into Europe, and we took our conference into beautiful Austria, where we had a 5-day conference in a castle kind of hotel, which was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. We had full-on conference again, 5 full-packed days, with lots of different sessions, and we had a fantastic week. We had some great guest speakers, and I've got my little list here. We had Charles Simon from Voxbody. Professor Boris Kleiber came in and did a presentation. We had Ariel Kohlho, I think that's how you say that, and he Skyped in and did a workshop on vocal effects, and he didn't speak English, so he spoke in Portuguese, and then we had one of our teachers translate for us. And then Mario Rossini came in and did a beautiful, wonderful musicianship session with singers and coach singers through songs, and that was lovely just to get to see people singing. But something that we tried different at this conference that we hadn't done at other conferences was we ended with a kind of open mic. What a better way to end a beautiful week than to just get up and sing. So we had an hour where singers got up and sang all manner of songs across all genres: musical theatre, jazz, pop, rock. We had singer-songwriters, we had covers. It was wonderful, and it was such a great idea and a great way to end the conference. And then our IVACON choir, which up until this point I forgot to tell you about, but every year we have a choir that the wonderful Darren Wicks runs for us. The choir gave a performance for the teachers, and of course there was participation from the directors for one of the numbers, which was rather amusing. So it was a great conference, and we had a lovely time in Vienna. It was so beautiful to visit, and we actually managed some time to go and have a look around the sites and see Mozart's house and all that kind of stuff. And then we went on a whistle tour stop of the world, doing more events, and I had to write them down because there's so many. But we were in Australia, Brazil, Hong Kong, Ireland, Mexico, New York, South California, South Korea. We were in the UK, and then we visited Uruguay. And we did masterclasses and teacher trainings and all those places. And there was 232 people came to our masterclasses around the world in 2019, which is incredible. And across all those events, there was 147 hours of private lessons taught, which is a lot of lessons. That's a lot of hours of lessons. So we really did have a fantastic time in 2019, and we really were excited about what was coming up in 2020 and where the world was going. Spoiler alert, little did we know what was coming. A memory that comes to mind, again, it's that karaoke night, that wild karaoke night. We hosted a karaoke night, and it was a great laugh. So, at 12 o'clock we cut off and, said goodnight and stuff like that. And unbeknownst to us, one of the barmen who was having such a great time opened one of the bars that was behind the room that we had done karaoke in. And so I believe it was about 5 a.m. before some of them stumbled to their bed. So needless to say, the first class on the Friday morning was a little quiet, as there was a few sore heads after quite a few hours of drinking and singing. But I'm sure they had a wonderful time, and I'm sure they were glad that it wasn't the fitness class first thing on the Friday morning. So yeah, 2019 was a wonderful year for us and for all of our teachers in our community. We are on the 10 days of IVA still. Tomorrow is day 8, and we're talking about 2020, and lots to talk about in 2020 because we all know what happens in 2020. So join us tomorrow and we're talking about that, and make sure you're following along on the hashtag IVA10 so you can see all these days and all the memories that we're sharing, and we'll see you tomorrow.